Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 3 of 5 of Nerd Rage Gaming's FNM. I'm your host, Andrew Donnelly. With me, as always, my co-host, Matthew Robert Dow. Matt, are you ready for a match I'm sure you're about to just go bananas for?
Alright guys, are you all ready for this?
That's that Noah Cohen blue-black control. And Alex Ukropen playing that Abzan control, baby.
For sure. This player is both 2-0. Hopefully we said Ukropen correctly.
I hope so.
But yeah. Got a Abzan versus blue-black. I like Noah here.
So how do you feel about the control versus control matchup? So early in the night too.
Oh, well, I mean that's awful, but at least Alex's deck plays like Siege Rhino, so he can kill people. So I like it a little bit more than I like this blue-black Dirtle Fest.
Sure.
But Alex is playing the Brad Nelson Abzan deck. He's got the 4 Fleecemane Lions in the sideboard, so I knew we'd see this deck.
Yeah.
Here it is, and I know I played Alex a couple of times here in local events. He's a man who likes his Abzan.
The man with the plan. Man with the plan in the Abzan?
Yeah.
Likes his Abzan. 5 times fast.
I could barely say Justin Brickman's name correctly, so I don't think I could.
Do you mean Dustin Brickman?
Dustin Brickman.
Oh, Dustin Brickman.
His evil twin brother.
Why is everyone evil?
Oh, I mean, twins. You're like, twin is always evil.
That's.
If you don't know about them, they're always evil. There's never like, oh, my good twin brother that I don't know about. Come on now, get out of here.
I don't know. I'd have to think my twin brother would be the good one, but no. All right. Regardless, here's Noah with the Opulent Palace. Noah not on the Sultai control as we previously thought. Definitely on the blue-black control.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't switched to Sultai yet, even though I think Sultai is better than this deck. But
also, Noah also playing the mainboard Ashiok, which we knew in the past he kind of wasn't playing, and I know he was on the fence about him for a while, but when I was thumbing through his deck, it definitely looked like he had 2 there.
Interesting. I don't think Ashiok's too bad in this matchup. In general, I think that card is sustains, though.
I mean, I play it in my Sultai list as a 2-of, so I feel like some matchups it's really powerful, other matchups it is not. Player's just going to be trading land back and forth. Noah decides to scry, keep it on top.
Yes. So what you'd expect out of these control decks here to start. So.
Oh, this might be something.
Yep.
Just a Courser.
Alex just going to play a Courser and reveal a Temple of Silence.
That is a card I have cut out of my Sultai control list. I do not believe that card belongs there.
We're going to play another Temple of Malady and scry.
In Abzan, it might be a little bit better, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ship that card to the bottom. I imagine Noah's just looking for lands here. I don't think he has any other land drops. So I imagine Noah's play here is if he can dissolve something, he's going to dissolve it. If not, I think that's his ideal plan, so he can get a scry in, because he really does need to continue to hit his land drops, since Alex does have this Courser, which will allow him to continue to hit his land drops. So, Temple of Silence there from Alex, and he's going to gain a life and bash Noah down to 19. So, I think wisely here not playing another spell. So, Courser is going to die though.
It's pretty tight line by Noah there, keeping the downfall until the end step to make sure that his opponent, can't, I guess, run any other threats out that'll go unanswered.
Yeah, I mean, like, if Noah downfalled there, it would have just been... I probably would have just ruthlessly made fun of him after this match, because... Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at playing control decks, but I think that's a pretty obvious thing to do, is just hold up your dissolve until end step, especially when you're facing a 2-4.
Noah's a fairly tight control player here. This will be the dissolve.
So there's a Rhino. Gonna get dissolved. Or countered in some way, shape, or form, I imagine. Could get downfall. There's an option. I would probably dissolve it, just because, like, I want to hit my land drops, and I don't know if I'm going to hit my land drops. Now, if Noah can cast Dig Through Time at any point here, then there might be a consideration to do that. So Noah instead chooses not to. Hits his land drop anyways.
I don't know if I like that line. I think I may have snapped off the dissolve there.
I think it's close, for sure.
It's very, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, downfall kills Rhino. You only lose 3 lives. But, like, downfall doesn't deal directly with Elspeth. So, like, you might want to save your dissolves for those type of cards, like Elspeths and Ugins, where, like, your opponent is going to get some value out of them if they resolve.
After the cast, yeah.
So I think that's actually probably the correct line. But I might have dissolved just because I didn't have the 6th land. But like I said, I'm bad, so.
I don't know. That's tough for me. I agree with your statement on Elspeth and Ugin. I think. Well, there's your dig through time that you called. I don't know. I guess I just don't like the idea of letting the Siege Runner resolve and having it sit on the field. Heaven forbid there is some sort of protection spell. So this is an interesting card to resolve here for Noah with the dig through time, but it seems like he was able to snap off his choices pretty handily.
Yeah, I think that he's doing this main phase. No, okay, end step. So Alex had no plays, which is pretty much exactly what Noah's looking for. Gonna play a Temple of Deceit. Looks like he's just gonna sit in the tank for a while on this one.
I like the preloaded Crux. Was that a card he picked up from Dig?
Yeah.
Nice.
Go ship it back. Alex has Abzan Charm, so I imagine that's just the card he's looking to fire off here. Draw some cards.
Noah not really going to fight over that one.
No, certainly not. Fight over the things he gets, not the draw 2 spell.
Why would you say you're bad at playing control? You played blue white and RTR pretty well.
Man, I never like.
You didn't like that deck?
I just never had success with those types of deck. Like I played it and I won a couple of things with it, but
yeah.
I never had actual success. When I started to do pretty well in tournaments and stuff like that, like IQs and 5Ks and stuff like that, was when I played more of an aggressive deck.
Sure.
Double heroic, mono blue. I guess. Yeah, that's that sort of stuff.
I've always felt at home behind the control decks, though I think earlier in my Magic career I was definitely an aggressive player. And it depends. If there's a good aggressive card I can get behind, I will get behind it. Huntsmaster of the Fells, probably the last aggressive card.
Some mid-range card, get out of here.
It is a aggressive mid-range card. Bloodbraid Elf.
So, Alex going to play Same Step Citadel. Not going to take that one back.
This is where I think, with this Abzan control list, you're in a bad spot in this situation, only because your other control opponent here, being into blue, has the ability to not only cast incredibly powerful spells like that, but then can essentially say no to your own. You know what I mean? The Abzan control has no way to say no to a card that I cast.
Oh yeah, this is an awful matchup.
Yeah. Okay. Just so Twitch chat is clear and we are clear.
Yeah.
This is. I don't know. And,
no, this
maybe
not a good matchup. I don't think for Abzan control.
I'd hate to say that, but these control, you know what I mean? We even if you hark back to, and I hate to bring it up, the Shane Rigsby Mardu control. That's just the deck. How do you say no to anything? How do you say no to the card draw that the blue control deck is going to use?
Yeah. This deck, though, does have a little bit more card advantage than the Mardu control deck does in Courser of Prufix, and then I think they're playing a couple of Read the Bones main deck.
Well, I like the fact that Alex was able to use the life he had gained off Courser to effectively power through double Amzam Charm and almost cast them, for free.
Yeah, your life total doesn't matter in this matchup, though. So
agreed.
Looks like Alex is going to play a Tassiger.
And that's a
delve everything.
Yeah, that's a strong card there.
Yeah, I mean, Noah's going to dissolve this, and I think the reason he's dissolving here is because Alex does have the ability to use Tassiger's ability, and he has no graveyard right now, so he essentially gets a little bit of value from that. So
what do we see here?
Alex sees one downfall and thinks this Elspeth totally safe, and Noah's like, nah, bro, it's not safe.
Going back to the Hero's Downfall versus Dissolve there too, I think I'm more on the Dissolve plan when we were talking about the Siege Rhino earlier. And just realizing this now, I think I'm more on the Dissolve plan, also because it gives me that scry. So if we needed to hit that land drop unblindly off the top for Noah, we get to check our card first.
Yeah, that would be the only consideration for me. But I think Noah's line has actually worked out way better. Now he still has a Dissolve up.
Sure. To eat up an Elspeth and a...
Elspeth or an Ugin here.
But I mean, even with Perilous Vault still...
Yeah, Perilous felt pretty good.
That's a card that handles Elspeth quite well.
Does.
Quite well.
Oh, there's a Courser. No one cares about this card.
No, it's...
Resolve, man. Show me Thoughtseize.
Wow, that Thoughtseize is late, too. I didn't think those would be main board. How many does he run in the deck? Do we know?
I imagine he probably has 3 or 4 main board.
Wow. Ugh.
Card's good. I mean, especially in this matchup, to be able to to force through your spells.
I agree that the card is good, but that's what I mean, I wish I would have seen one earlier.
So don't get a downfall on end step there. Imagine he's going to have to dissolve this Thoughtseize, which is unfortunate, but...
Didn't find a land to play the Ugin?
No, he still hasn't found that 8th land. He, like, Jace's Ingenuity several turns ago.
Yeah.
So here's, like, a play I don't really like. Like, I hope Alex has a follow-up threat. But, like, Thoughtseize is a card you should use to, like, push through a threat, you know?
Sure.
Like, if he has nothing after this, this is just wretched and awful. Because, like, all he's doing is just taking a card away from Noah. He's not resolving anything.
But what threat are you going to commit to the board against a Perilous Vault?
It doesn't matter, like, anything. So it'd be like, I play this Thoughtseize and now, like, I get to strip, you know, a counterspell from Noah's hand, or, like, get a counterspell out of his hand so that I can force through this, this Rhino or something like that.
Okay.
I mean, you have to be able to get this Perilous Vault off the table, but if Noah's going to sit behind Perilous Vault and a handful of permission,
Yeah.
you know, that's my problem. But we'll see what Alex has. Noah in the tank here about whether or not to dissolve. I'd probably just dissolve.
I would too. I think it's very deadly for Noah if he doesn't, because he's probably more concerned about resolving his own win condition than he is about whatever Alex plays now.
Yeah. Yeah, so Alex had nothing, which is just the stains. No draws divination. So, like, that Thoughtseize did nothing.
Yeah.
It was essentially do nothing.
I don't know. I think there's something to be argued there with whether or not it did actually provide him with some knowledge, but you're right. In the long run, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, it did literal nothing.
I just don't know once again, what are you casting after that? I understand you want to cast a Siege Rhino, but the Siege Rhino is just dead to the Perilous Vault. And
That's
yeah,
fine. He has to blow the
want
Perilous Vault eventually.
Yeah, that's true. Now I think, maybe if we hold on to that Thoughtseize, now that Noah has something on the table, he'd maybe less likely to pop the Vault. So see, that's kind of a play.
I mean, it was obvious he has creature removal in his hand.
Sure.
So, like, I mean, I'm in favor of I have a Thoughtseize. I'm just going to continue, like, especially with downfalls and stuff in my hand, I'm just going to sit here and build up to 7 cards. The control player can do whatever they want. I'm just going to sit here and build up to 7 cards. So I'll hold my Thoughtseize for when I want to, like, force through a threat.
Yeah.
And, like, Perilous Vault makes that a little awkward, but still have to get some threats through to get that card off the table.
You're not wrong. And that's definitely where... Jeez, this card is so good.
Yeah, I mean, the Abzan control deck is just done.
Yeah.
Noah has Perilous Vault, he has a million lands, yeah.
I mean, what is he trying to set up Ugin here with counterspell backup? Is that the idea?
I imagine it's something like that. But I think he's probably just going to play Pearl Lake Ancient at end step, now that he doesn't have any more, like, card draw spells.
Jeez. Jace's Ingenuity, what a powerful card.
Drawing cards is good. Radiant Fountain, go up to 23. Maybe he's going to crack Perilous Vault here so we get more of a game.
So Alex can actually resolve threats?
Like, he can resolve them, but they won't just instantly die.
There you go.
Play the Ugin.
I like this.
I don't like this. This is going to just get eaten. Downfall is just going to eat it.
We have 2 up.
This is the loose goose downfall.
You think so?
Yeah, this is wretched. Quit it, man. It's obvious he has that.
Yeah.
Get that garbage out of here.
So why did we play the Ugin then, if we're Noah? What did we want to...
It didn't do anything. It did literal nothing.
Yeah.
Could have just passed the turn back and had, like, counterspell matchup and Pearl Lake Ancient.
Sure.
Which is, like, a good card against downfall.
We still have counter magic up. We've still got the Disdainful Stroke.
Yeah, but I mean, now we're looking like we're going to have to fire off that Perilous Vault.
Oh,
so
boy.
I'm snap taking Pearl Lake Ancient because she just doesn't have any ways to beat me.
There's just nothing now that... wow.
It's like, can he even beat him now?
I don't know. I mean, you have to rely on, like, Ashiok, I guess. I don't think there's another Ugin in the main. There certainly shouldn't be a Pearl Lake Ancient. I guess the only other creature we could possibly see is, like, a Prognostic Sphinx, but I don't know who's playing that.
So I kind of feel like Alex just won the game with that Thoughtseize.
Yeah. That was a really timely Thoughtseize. Wow.
This is interesting. He's going to cast that into Disdainful Stroke. I guess he's got to get around it somehow, but I don't like casting Elspeth into it. Oh, there's another Ugin.
Oh, okay.
We can still win the game. Unless it gets downfall, then we just back.
Then we're dead again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, gonna ship it back. Chooses not to play the Ugin. Now he has to, like, sit here and try to find, like, some counter spells to protect said Ugin. Which, I don't think there are very many left in his deck. He's played 3 Dissolves and 1 Disdainful Stroke, so I can't imagine there are very, very many left. I think Alex has found a pretty good threat here in Corsair of Krufix, which I imagine is going to resolve.
I would think so.
This is a...
Sorry, is Alex at 14 or 16?
I think he's at 16.
16.
Get on your game, son.
I'm sorry. I'm honestly, I'm locked into Noah's side of the field. Like, I'm trying to pilot the deck as if I was sitting there. And it's just...
You would have already been dead if you were sitting there.
No, really? Maybe.
You would have lost a long time ago.
Ouch.
You probably would have, like,
hurts.
cast your Hero's Downfall on a Siege Rhino and then dissolved it.
Dissolve my own?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Great, thank you.
Got him, just so you can try to find a land.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do.
There's a Siege Rhino on top
so
of the
now,
deck.
see, now Alex is kind of finding threats now, and gosh, this card is good too. I love all these cards. I love all of these blue cards. Chase's Ingenuity is nuts. Dig Through Time is nuts.
I don't particularly love all of them.
You're insane.
So Noah gonna delve. Cast this Dig Through Time. There's Ashiok. That's a win condition. Ashiok's actually pretty good here. I'd take Dissolve and Ashiok. That's not close.
No, yeah.
Like, Ashiok's pretty good. You got Rhino on top that you can hit.
Yep.
It's another threat that Alex has to...
And you draw a Crux, wow.
Yeah, so you can, like...
Noah Cohen with the top decks.
You can Crux and Ashiok, so to protect your Ashiok a little bit.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm okay here if I pop the Vault, play the Ashiok, keep Crux up. Because now the Vault is off the table, so maybe my opponent will commit more to the board, knowing the Vault is gone, while I still have Crux in hand.
Sure. Noah's just going to play an Ugin with Dissolved backup, which also fine.
I like
minus that.
That's pretty sweet.
Exile that guy, buddy.
Yeah. My Perilous Vault still sticks around. Good play.
So, Alex going to draw the Siege Rhino. Let's see what he's got lined up here. I think he's just going to jam this Siege Rhino. It's going to get dissolved. I'd expect. No, he's going to choose not. Yeah, that's a better play. He has Crux of Fate. You can't waste a dissolve on this.
And I'd be the dead one. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Matt.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I Defiant Strike my Siege Rhino to draw a card at draw step.
I've done that.
I know. What?
I lost that game.
All right, there you go. Pop that Siege.
Boom, Bile Blight.
Love
Man,
it, baby.
doesn't even have to use Crux of Fate.
Off the Urborg. God,
Ugin is so
here
good.
We go. Yeah, he is. God, he's unbeatable in some matchups, which is kind of sick. Like, that's good. Snap it. You get a Courser, baby.
Oh man, the first time I played like this blue-black control deck, I'll admit it was in like week 1 of Cons Constructed.
Sure.
Man, I got some Coursers off of Ashiok. It was living, let me tell you.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good stuff. So Alex is going to sloppily rearrange his mana. I'm going to Abzan Charm. Going to draw 2. Got a Thoughtseize. He's going to concede. Drew a bunch of lands, so Noah finds his one other win condition, I guess. I guess Ashiok sort of counts, kind of, and takes game 1.
I liked it. I like these, and I know these matches are slow and aren't always great for the viewers, but I feel like they're really fun matchups to watch when you have good people playing the decks, and I like that. So what do we have for sideboards here? Can we get into something?
Can we?
The blue-black control sideboard, I'm assuming, is pretty standard. I can't imagine there's a lot of surprises going on there.
No?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Let's look at it. 4 Thoughtseize, 3 Negates, 1 Ashiok, 1 Farika's Cure, 1 Silumgar the Drifting Death, 4 Drown in Sorrows, and 1 Silence the Believers.
Mm-hmm.
I like Thoughtseize here. I think that Negate is probably pretty good in this mashup.
Sure.
I don't know how many cards Noah's taking out, probably. So, like, do you take out Bioblight? Yeah. You know he's probably bringing in Fleecebane Lion, but I take out Bioblight. We got Crux of Fate and Perilous Vault to take care of that
so
card.
you're just gonna run the gambit.
Get it out of here. So I'm bringing in Negate over those cards. Cards I care more about are like the Planeswalkers and stuff.
Silumgar actually gets to sit out for a match. Doesn't need to come in here.
Yeah,
despite the fact that that dragon sees a ton of play now.
Not bringing in Drown and Sorrow, doesn't kill anything.
Yep.
Not bringing in Silence the Believers.
Sure.
It's not that many creatures.
What about for Alex in the Abzan control?
He's got 2 Nissa World Wakers coming in, 3 Glare Heresies, 1 Ugin the Spirit Dragon coming in, 3 Drown and Sorrows, staying in the sideboard, Sorin Silent Visitor, bringing it in.
Yeah.
4 Fleecebane Lion, probably bringing some number of those in. Don't know if I'm going to bring in all 4, but depending on what I want to take out of this deck, I'm probably bringing in those Lions.
It's interesting that the deck chooses Fleecebane Lion over Rakshasa Death Dealer.
I think they'll probably them. Well, let's see. Why would we play that card over Death Dealer? So, like,
I mean, there's arguments to be made, I think, for both of them. I'm just saying, from a personal standpoint, it's interesting that they choose that. And it could be a mana issue, where you don't think that you'll have the colors up to correctly protect the Rakshasa. But I just feel like it gets the job done and fills the same slot. Like, they're both creatures are committing the same thing, you know what I mean?
yeah, but, like, Lion is more of a clock without dumping mana into it. Monstrous is arguably better than being able to pump your dude and regenerate in this type of deck, like the control deck. You plays defense a little better, I think.
Okay.
If you like Monstrous a Lion, then you never have to leave the mana open. You just have a 4/4 Lion that can block indefinitely. I think it's also a better top. I don't know. It's interesting.
It is. I mean, it's just something to think about. It wasn't. I guess I wasn't trying to say one is better than the other. More as it's interesting that he chose Fleecebane Lion over.
Yeah, like Wild Slash, I guess, doesn't hit Lion, but it hits Death Dealer.
Rakshasa,
but I imagine most people board them out in these types of matchups. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Something to think about.
It is definitely interesting whether Fleecebane Lion is better than Death Dealer or not.
I just feel like if Death Dealer goes unanswered, it has the potential to just blow the game out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In late game, a Death Dealer I feel like is more powerful than a Fleecebane Lion.
That's arguable, but I think there's like an argument to be made. I think that's definitely a fair argument.
Yeah.
I would think, like, then what is Fleecebane Lion doing for us early on that Death Dealer isn't? And I can't think of any like 3 power guys he's trading with.
I think what you said was correct. Early on, the Fleecebane Lion is a harder threat to get rid of than Rakshasa Death Dealer.
Yeah.
You know, because just like you said, and maybe not if we're kind of not really ignoring this matchup in the Perilous Vault sort of thing, but like the Monstrous is there. So if you do have the potential to make him monstrous early on, and your opponent kind of goes without answering him, Perilous Vault is really the only way out, right?
Yeah, I think the Fleecebane Lions are probably for like the red-white Jeskai decks, where like Fleecebane Lion is a better card against Seeker of the Way, Soulfire Grandmaster than Rakshasa is.
I just feel like Rakshasa is better against the control deck because I play my Rakshasa late game. If you can't kill him, he gets huge on the crackback.
He's more of a clock than the Lion
than Fleecebane is.
Although both cards I think late game are good against the control deck, which is why I would consider both of them. But I think Fleecebane Lion is a little bit better early on.
Yeah,
I agree
because
of the 3 toughness.
And the fact that, like you said, you don't have to sink mana into it to protect it, I guess, right away. Yeah, I could agree with that.
So, and being able to like trade with a 3/3 Seeker of the Way is good, and being able to blank Soulfire Grandmaster also pretty good.
Baby, that's sideboard tips right there from Nerd Rage Gaming Live. Man, that's the type of stuff you got to think about.
That's like
I'm surprised. That was pretty in depth for our level of.
I puzzled that one out. Sideboards are tough. Like
sideboards are. God.
Sideboarding with my own deck is tough. It's even harder to sideboard like with decks I've never played.
You are not wrong. I know Twitch chat while we were looking for round 3 matchups here was discussing some sideboard options for, I believe it was a Sultai control list, and I can tell you from sideboarding my own Sultai control deck that. Good luck. I know that Farika's Cure is a good card against some decks. Like, that card comes in a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many cards, especially in those colors, that are definitely sideboard worthy, but it is quite a challenge. Building a sideboard, too.
Oh, it's rough. Very hard.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're playing at your local 2 to 3 times a week, and you know...
Man.
You know what I mean?
Don't get me started on that. It always puts you on a tilt when, like... So I was playing the, like, green-black dredge deck.
Sure.
And people started I was playing it. I was like the only person playing it at the shop.
Yeah.
And nobody had Rest in Peace at the time in their sideboard or anything like that. But on Thursday Night Magic, when there's like 10 people or whatever, people started sideboarding Rest in Peace against me.
Sure, because they knew what you were playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I was not very happy.
Oh, I bet. I can imagine. I mean, shoot, when we saw that Delve was coming back, I remember putting in like the Green Red Monsters list. What is it? Is it Burning Away or Burn Away? So both players here gonna take a look at their hands.
It looks like Alex did bring in Dem Lions.
Noah's got the negate.
Brought in.
So
Yeah.
that's.
Looks like he's gonna ship that one back though.
Didn't look like enough land
No, certainly
to be
not.
comfortable. Gosh, Sphinx's Revelation, where'd you go?
Well, it rotated out. You can still play it in Modern, but that format
Gross.
is awful. So
Have you tried playing Control in Modern recently?
the question is, have I tried playing Modern recently?
I hope not.
The answer would be no.
Yeah.
Because it's awful.
I agree. I'm not a fan of the format, and I know there have been some good articles released on the Modern format.
Yeah, great articles, both for and against.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's the sides are kind of split. It's like the aisle there, but just can't get into it. It's not a format for me. So that looks like something Noah wants to keep, as he has Opulent Palace, but that's going to be a turn 1 Thoughtseize.
Not a fan of these turn 1 Thoughtseizes. Not gonna lie.
All right, so I think we kind of differ there, as I am okay with the turn 1 Thoughtseize. I think it's an aggressive play, and granted, it can come back to kind of bite you in the butt, but I don't think against the blue-black control, I don't think it can. And you've made your reasoning for them time and time again, as we've kind of seen them, and I don't think your reasoning is wrong. But even when I'm playing a control list, I like to be somewhat aggressive against my opponent.
I mean, I guess. What are you gonna? What's this? We'll see what he has as a follow-up.
Sure.
Thoughtseize,
Yeah.
But
I mean, what did
Be
we learn
patient.
there? Did we learn that now we have the ability to cast a Fleece Main Lion into the clear?
yeah, but sure, whatever. Who cares? We would have cast the Fleeceman Lion anyways.
You're probably right. I'm just saying that
I
gives
mean,
us
I'm
the
not
added
casting the Fleeceman Lion because I see that my opponent doesn't have Bioblade or something like
Hey,
that.
I didn't raise my voice.
No, I'm angry now. You won't like me when I'm angry. I start to weep uncontrollably.
Oh my god.
So,
Well, there's the fetch. What I don't like is, I guess that's what I don't like, is dropping down to 16 on the 2. Against the blue-black control list, it's okay. Sorry, 15. So here's our line. And that's...
I'm confused. Oh, okay. They just shortcut it. I was like, why? I thought Alex was on the play. How does Noah have 2 lands in play? That we were reverting back to vintage Noah Cohen. He's trying to cheat his opponent out.
So at 18 to 14, here's a Courser.
Yep.
So, see, I kind of like this follow-up here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Definitely pressuring Noah. Radiant Fountain, Noah's going to gain 2, go up to 20. It's
I think it's just snap off divination here.
just to get some card draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong.
The problem is the lion's kind of actually like a legit pain. Like, if he gets 2 more lands, he has 1 on top, he needs 1 more land. Crux is not a good answer to it, so
It is not.
it could be a consideration for just downfalling this lion. I think that's what Noah's in the tank about.
If we draw, what do we get? We have the potential to pick up... We didn't do anything, so he might...
Yeah, so he's on the downfall of the lion plan, I'd assume.
Sure.
Especially now that this lion is going to be monstrous. It's going to be a monstrous lion.
Oh, he has not played the land yet, I'm sorry. Still at 14. Was he trying to decide if he wanted to play the one off the top? Is that what the call here is? He has the fetch. Does he have another one in hand? He's got a
He has a Sorin
in hand, too. Oh, boy.
Maybe when he wants to play that.
Yeah, you have a few options here. We could play the Sorin, right? Then present another threat for Noah's downfall.
Yeah, I'll probably play the Sorin.
I just like that line because then you're creating an additional creature. So now you're doing multiple things to throw Noah off his game. You're presenting a threat for downfall that isn't the lion. You're making creatures, so now you're forcing Noah in a position where he has to Crux soon to clear the board. And he's still only sitting on 3 mana.
The issue with playing the Sorin is we know Noah has Disdainful Stroke from the turn 1 Thoughtseize.
Sure.
So that's why I think Alex took that line and didn't play the Sorin.
But I like, is this a
But he's going to
read
cast
the
a Read the Bones.
Yeah,
so
I like that. Sure.
Going to draw that Sea Tyranno, I assume.
Boy, that's good too.
Yep.
So how does this work here? Does he have to?
He doesn't have to show the bottom
the
one.
second card.
Correct. Unless he draws it, then he has to show it.
So he's gonna draw the Nissa.
Yeah.
So
Nissa and a Rhino.
Done a 12 to 17.
Oh, Alex looking pretty good this game.
Yeah.
Noah missing his fourth land drop. So.
And this is where, if you're Alex, you start taking advantage of all of this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
another downfall.
Jeez. Slam and jam some cards, baby. Who cares? He's
gonna gain a life. Yeah. 13.
Do you play the Nissa here, or do you play the
No,
Dr. Siegingtons?
I probably play like Soren and minus.
Really?
Yeah.
Noah doesn't know about Soren, though, right?
Yeah, whatever. It's like the worst threat.
Oh, that's true. He is. Correct.
Like, but he's still a threat.
Noah just missing the land drops. Kinda wish we had cast that divination.
Like, it doesn't trade with downfall either, where like Rhino does. Noah probably just let the Rhino resolve and downfall it. Now he's got to like say, okay, do I want to burn my Disdainful Stroke here? I know he has a Nissa, so that doesn't seem very good.
Yep. He's got a Nissa and a Siege.
Yeah, I might just like let this resolve and then downfall it. I think that's what Noah's gonna do.
That's a little better. We can see what he decided to do with... Yeah, you're not wrong.
So, he's going to draw. It's a land. Not another blue land, though. Radiant Fountain. Going to go back up to 17. Only 4 more lands away from casting one of the 2 Ugins in our hand.
Assuming nothing gets downfalled.
Yeah, so Alex is going to draw a downfall. He's got several of those in his hands, but keeps hitting lands off the top of his deck with Courser of Crufix. Oh, there's another one.
Yep.
Going to attack Noah for 4, down to 13. And I imagine going to try to cast this Siege Rhino here. Which, like, I don't know if I particularly like. I guess.
I don't think I let that resolve.
No, I mean, no, I don't think you can either.
I'm sorry. Were you staying from Noah's side, or were you staying from Alex's side?
I was saying from Alex's side. I actually kind of like that. Like the problem with that play is like, okay, say Noah has Crux of Fate in hand, like he drew one.
Sure.
We cast it, and then he draws a land, and we just die.
We still have Nissa.
Yeah, I guess we gotta then resolve a Nissa. That's probably actually correct.
So you have the Rhino get eaten. Play your Nissa, right?
Nissa's probably better than Rhino.
I would think so.
Nissa's definitely better than Rhino.
Yeah, right. In the long run.
So Noah gonna fetch. I think he's gonna.
He was mulling over the divination.
He's gonna cast the donation, I believe, and then he's gonna try to hit a Disdainful Stroke or bluff a Disdainful Stroke.
So cast
the negate. Yeah.
You'd cast the divination off. Yeah, blue. Colorless, colorless.
For sure.
Draw. Maybe I'll get into something.
Yeah, like negate's good here. Disdainful Stroke's good here. Dissolve is awful here. Although I mean, like this 2 mana might prevent Alex from jamming this Nissa. So we'll see. Ooh, an Ugin. That's a pretty good one to have on top. Play a 7th land. Got an 8th land in hand and an Urborg. Looks like he is going to cast Nissa. And that will resolve. So he's going to make a land and attack for...
That's good beats. That's 8?
Yeah, that's 8.
Love it.
I was just going to scoop it up. Yeah. Can't win from there.
I think that line of play from Alex was really, really smart to toss the Rhino out there as bait.
Yep. Well played game from Alex, except for that turn 1 Thoughtseize.
You know what? This is...
Actually,
you win that turn 1 Thoughtseize.
Show some patience. Go read Reed Duke's article about playing Thoughtseize.
Your thoughts on the matter are very sound. Is that what Reed Duke also says? Is that his reasoning behind it?
Yeah.
Do you have that same reasoning when you're not playing against a control deck, though? Or is it only against control?
But there are still certain situations where, like, okay, I'm not going to fire off a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Like, if I was playing...
Modern.
Modern, what am I playing against?
I'm just saying, if you're playing Modern, what are you doing? Fetching, getting a shock land, putting it into play, you're dealing yourself 5.
It depends what I'm playing against.
Oh, okay. Let's say in Modern you're playing against, well, do you want an easy one? You could say Burn. Do you turn 1 Thoughtseize against Burn?
Yeah, I turn 1 Thougeize against Burn because all of their cards are the same.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to go down to 5 and...
But, like, I don't turn 1 Thoughtseize against... I'm trying to think of a modern deck that I wouldn't turn 1 Thoughtseize against. It's just like something where, like, only a few cards mana.
Scapeshift.
No.
You do it against Scapeshift?
No. I would, like, turn...
3?
Maybe turn 3, but probably even, like, later than that.
Are you on the player or in the draw in this situation? I guess.
So I'm just, like,
I'm
trying to, like, resolve a Thoughtseize when my opponent is most likely to have the one card that matters in their hand. For, like, so, like, against Scapeshift, ideally you want to cast it the turn before they're going to cast Scapeshift
but you have to be careful because they have cards like Remand. They have just counter magic.
Remand is awful against Thoughtseize.
Well, that's true because you're just.
But like Cryptic, that's
Cryptic is
Cryptic would be bad.
Yeah.
But so that would be my consideration for casting it earlier.
Sure.
Be playing against Cryptic. But yeah, so like that's what I'm more looking to do. And then the same thing applies for Standard too. It's like turn 1 Thoughtseize against. Against the heroic deck, I cast it turn 1, just because you take their creature and they just lose.
Right, you take 1 creature.
But like Jeskai, I might try to line it up. It depends on how my hand is. Like if I have like,
it's understandable.
If I have a 2-drop, I'm probably not going to cast a turn 1, or I might be more likely to cast a turn 1 Thoughtseize. But if I have like Temple, and I don't have a 2-drop, then I'm gonna wait a turn.
Okay.
Or like if I have untapped Swamp and then like a Temple, I'm probably gonna wait a turn to cast it instead of like playing my Swamp and then.
And I'm not saying you're wrong. I think it's very sound to think of it like that because you definitely want to make sure that your Thoughtseize is validated. Like you want to take a powerful card with Thoughtseize.
Correct.
In this instance, Alex had multiple powerful targets that he could hit, but I think that was just because of Noah's mulligan in the way that Noah decided to keep. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. And like the more cards your opponent draws, and the more mana and lands they continue to play, the more likely you are to hit a high impact, high mana cost card.
Correct. Very true.
So that's why I'm an advocate for waiting.
That's also something to take into effect. Yeah.
But I mean, especially against control decks. I'm more of a fan of like holding the Thoughtseize to force through a threat.
Sure. Yeah. Very true.
So
that's interesting. Very interesting.
Unless there are like if I'm like, my opponent has Ashioks, 4 of them, in their deck, I might like fire it off if I don't have a downfall.
I mean, then you could fire it off the 2. Then I'm okay playing my Temple tapped, scrying, untapping. If I have an additional Temple, I'll play the Temple and then play my Thoughtseize to see if I can clip an Ashiok. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends.
I mean, it's tough. Is Brainstorm still harder to resolve than Thoughtseize?
Yeah.
Yeah, for
definitely.
Sure. Yeah, that card's tough. Then again, Legacy, so that's something.
That format is tough.
That format is very hard to play. Very fun to play, though.
Yeah.
For people, if you're on the fence about whether or not to get into Legacy, or if you've ever thought about getting into the format, find some guys at your local, or come on down to Nerd Rage Gaming and talk some Legacy with us, because there are a lot of guys who play it here, and I think a lot of us are proponents of the format.
It's a good format. I like it. I mean, like, there's a lot of interaction, which is nice. I know there are a bunch of like combo decks that don't, like, you'd think they don't interact, but even the combo decks interact.
Yeah.
Like Storm has Duress and Thoughtseize. Like, those are cards that interact.
Sure. For God's sakes, I was playing Dredge and I was playing like Firestorm and Winds of Change.
Yeah.
Those cards are amazing. Like, they're super fun to play. So we're going to see lands here from both control decks, both taps. Standard's slow, baby. Take it slow.
Definitely slowed down with this Abzan deck. No, we're going to fire off.
So here we go again. We've got the turn 1 Thoughtseizes. So this will be interesting to see. If you're Noah here, do you take your opponent's Thoughtseize, or do you take a stronger threat?
Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I think you're right. Though Alex's hand is not bad.
No, it's definitely not.
That's a super good hand. Twitch chat, what do you think? You want to? Your proponent a standard, proponent a legacy, proponent a modern. Tell us what you like. Tiny leaders.
Vintage.
I don't know if you're going to find any actual wizards that are down from their mountains, but maybe. So he took the Fleece Mane. Okay. Wants to remove the early threat, I guess?
Yeah. As
it dodges his counter magic and would probably pose a threat to the Ashiok he has in hand.
Yep.
Okay. I'm alright with that.
Not particular. I mean, like, it's fine. It makes him spend his... Yeah, I think that's actually probably right, but his Dissolve is just going to get stripped.
Yeah, so we look at Noah's hand, we see Jace's Ingenuity, Dissolve, Negate, and an Ashiok. Alex in his hand now, after the Fleeceman and Thoughtseize are gone. Stuck with Abzan Charm, Tassiger, and I'm not quite sure what else. It
He has like Tassiger, Courser of Grufix, Abzan Charm,
land,
Fleecemane Lion, and a land.
Okay, so Fleeceman is now back in hand as he has drawn an additional one.
So he takes Ashiok. So the Ashiok makes sense, just because he doesn't have a way to remove it.
Yep.
And like if Noah plays it and like he doesn't have a creature, so he plays it on an empty board and doesn't have a way to remove it, there's a possibility he hits a Siege Rhino, and then it's not
Dr. Siegington.
Yeah.
Paging Dr. Siegington.
So Noah doesn't have a blue mana here, 2 blue mana, which is awkward. So he's going to not be able to cast this Dissolve. But I think Alex doesn't have double green for Courser of Grufix. Man, Courser of Grufix should cost triple green. Get that garbage out of here.
Are you kidding? Triple green?
Yeah.
Name the last card you've seen that cost triple green.
There was that Ravnica card, I think. Didn't one of those things cost triple green?
I think the one I can name off the top of my head is like
one of the oozes cost triple.
What did?
Predator ooze or something.
Predator ooze did.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a card from Planar Shift.
So,
Planar Chaos.
Fleeceman Lion going to beat for 3. And this is why Noah took him. Oh man, Bobble would be so good right here.
It would be.
Too bad they're not
that would be a good draw.
Lance
I thought he
good.
ripped it. He's got the Crux though still.
Yeah, well he doesn't have a Crux in hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it? Oh, that's Tassiger in hand.
Yeah, but he does have Jace's Ingenuity. So he's just going to take a beating from these 3/3s.
Yeah. What really blows Noah out here from the 3/3s? Is there like some beastly attack we can make? There's nothing we can use to like pump our squad, right?
No, he could like Abzan Charm one of them, and then get Biobladed and lose.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
He can't overlay them and then take his like Synchro Monster out of his
XYZ. Yeah, sure.
Out of his side deck.
Duo Lion. Just 2 lions on fire. As with every Yu-Gi-Oh card, it was probably on fire. Hero's Downfall off the top for Alex.
Yeah, still doesn't have a 4th land or double green, but he does have this Abzan Charm, which I imagine he's gonna. Nope, not gonna cast. Just gonna ship it back to Noah. Noah's gonna draw. Crux of Fate would be pretty good right here.
Yeah, it's a
Radiant Fountain ain't
That's
bad.
Okay.
Gonna go to 12. On a 2-turn clock. Still on a 2-turn clock.
Trying to put these lions behind us.
So
There's the Abzan.
So like,
do you let that resolve?
yeah, we need a Jace's Ingenuity. We need Crux of Fate like
That's
bad.
true. Like yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think Alex is just looking for land here, right?
Yeah, which is why I think it's interesting that he didn't cast it main phase.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess casting it main phase would have allowed Noah to like negate it or dissolve it.
Sure.
So
once again, sequencing. You always want to make sure that you're giving your opponent the most inopportune time to cast their spells while making very, very good decisions about when to cast yours.
Yep.
Is that a Landmar waste off the top?
yeah, he did. I think he found 2 lands.
Okay. Here they come.
Gonna attack for 6.
Bite, bite, bite.
I imagine he's just gonna play a land and pass. I would not run another creature out of there. Sandstep Citadel pass, I think is my line.
Oh boy.
He's gonna play a Courser,
Courser,
which I think you just have to let resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Like,
That's super
yeah,
dangerous. I guess in
results.
response here, we can Jace's Ingenuity if he just wants to get it over with. Yeah, that's fine.
See the card. Yeah, so Crux of Fate is our out.
What do we find? We gotta find a Crux. We found a Dig Through Time. That's kind of close to a Crux of Fate, right?
Kind of, but I don't think we can cast both.
Really?
So, yeah.
How many do we have in the art? 3. We have an untapped land in hand that we can play? And a Radiant Fountain?
I don't think we have any lands.
We didn't draw a land there? I thought
No.
we drew a Radiant Fountain.
No, we drew...
Jace's Ingenuity...
Yeah, so I think Noah has to... His out is to... Jace's Ingenuity, if he still has Bioblights in his deck, Jace's Ingenuity, and then try to hit a Bioblight.
Can we Tassiger? Keep up a negate to keep Tassiger alive and block?
Tasker, that would be fine. That would do it.
That might get us there. I don't know.
But that's still 1, yeah.
That's the closest thing I think of.
Tasker costs 6?
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that and keep up Dissolve, actually.
I think that's your
We have 9, yeah.
play.
Yep. I think that's the correct line, too.
Oh, does he have a... Oh, it's a Perilous
Yeah,
Vault.
he
I'm
has
sorry.
Perilous
I
Vault.
thought it was a Radiant Fountain.
No. So that's the line Noah's going to take.
Yep.
Oh, man, this game has 3 minutes left.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm surprised. Game 1 didn't feel like it was that long, but
No.
it was.
Yeah, these games don't feel like they've been that long, so they've been pretty good games, actually.
Yeah, active control players are really fun to watch.
I haven't been bored to tears.
So there's a hero's downfall. So what do we...
I think you just probably tried to downfall this guy.
I'm okay with this. I like that line of play from Noah. I guess it's kind of... It's an easy read, but...
The other line you could take would be...
I don't know if we didn't have the mana for Dig. You wanted to Jace's Ingenuity look for a
Bioblade? Yeah, I forgot about Tasker, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying your line was right. That's a riskier line, though.
Oh,
I
for
think.
sure, yeah. So what can Alex do? So he can downfall this guy, get it dissolved or negated.
He can't Monstrous the Lions, or can he?
He can't yet.
It costs 5, right, to Monstrous those? That's not as quick as I thought.
No. So
here comes the team.
No, it has to chump block a or block a lion.
Can we Abzan Charm here for the win?
We could, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, but it's going to eat a negate.
Yeah, so that's why I like using the downfall better. But this is fair. Abzan Charm isn't for the... Well, yeah, we can, but it's not for the win.
You're right. It's going
to get negated.
That's kind of risky. What else could have happened there that would have been not good for us? Just trying to think of the lines that...
So, I mean, like, Noah drew downfall, so he's live to kill a Fleecemane Lion and then block this Courser and still have Dissolve back up.
That's pretty sweet. At 1.
Yeah.
Boy, what if Alex just ripped off off one of his scries like Harsh Sustenance?
Does that drain your opponent?
Yeah. Black, white,
no,
1.
I thought it drains... Oh, it can target creature or opponent?
Correct.
Well, that would get negated, like every other spell.
Yes, it would.
It would get dissolved or
I'm
negated.
just saying, it would be a spice. It'd be a little pepperoni on the pizza. Draw that card. Untap your creatures. Flip it. That's a land.
Interesting. I think... So there's not a Fleecemane Lion on top. I think Noah had to play that a little differently.
So Alex, not even thinking about...
Yeah, Noah punted there. Noah's dead. Noah completely punted.
Did he?
Yeah, because now he can't kill this lion. Now he has to block the Courser.
Oh,
and then,
correct.
like, if he goes to downfall the lion, he just monsters and lose.
Yeah, you're very true.
So no, that's a huge punt. He's dead. He was back in this game, but pretty sure he's just dead here.
Not anymore. It's going to be time and round for these guys as they're quickly finishing up the match, so it looks like Noah might be in trouble.
Sapunski's.
That is Sapunski's.
Now we're going to take full use of his turn 0 extra turns to think about how poorly he played while on camera.
Gonna debate. Wow. I didn't think about that. So what was... His line was on upkeep to kill the lion?
No, you do it on your turn, because on upkeep he gets to untap his 5 lands.
Correct, yeah. So we have to kill the lion then.
Yeah.
But can't we block the lion here, shoot the Courser?
I mean, we can, but it's just like... No, I guess that... Yeah.
Wait, we still have response to the trigger
I mean, like, we're not dead,
yeah.
But we're pretty dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not good.
No.
But at least we're not out of here.
Yeah. Now we have this indestructible lion. Otherwise, we were like, I don't know. It's debatable.
Perilous Vault, please.
Perilous Vault, yeah.
Where are you? Tassiger, what can you give us? Nothing. Boy, he's got a dig. But it's going to be like an end step cast, I assume. 4 mana.
So this is why I'm bad at control.
Actually, we have Vault in hand. I forgot about it. Remember, that was the Radiant. Why are you bad? What
I mean, because I thought we were just dead. We weren't just dead. We were good. We had it all along.
I mean, it wasn't opportune, because the other way killed the lion and it's dead.
Yeah.
And then we just...
Not monstrous?
Yes! Yeah! So no, your line was right.
We do have Perilous Vault, though.
We do. We do have Perilous Vault.
Here's the problem. If we play Perilous Vault, he draws Thoughtseize, and he Thoughtseizes us, then we just lose.
He needs to play the Perilous Vault right now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
So.
Because he can play the Perilous Vault and still have Dissolve and Negate mana up?
Yeah, maybe he doesn't. Probably not. I'd probably just keep Dissolve and Negate up, because we just lose to Thoughtseize then.
So yeah, Twitch chat's on it. They realize what's going on.
Twitch chat is better than me.
They're pretty good. Twitch chat's pretty... Oh, that's gonna get negated. Oh, but I guess this is bad because Dr. Siegington's...
Yeah, but he has dissolve for the Rhino.
True. Very true. The timer is expired for the round. You can see they are on turn 1 right now. Noah's going to eat up as much time as he can here.
I just snap downfall this thing again. Can he downfall him again?
I don't
Yeah.
think
Downfall it again.
He's taking a damage to do it. Not really.
Gotta dissolve it.
Yeah.
Then we can just Rhino him next turn.
There's the dissolve. Noah not happy about the back-to-back downfall attempt on his Tasker. Decided to not keep blue up.
Well, I mean, that's fine. He's tapped out. We'll go to
Woof!
3. That's still Siege Rhino range, though.
That is.
So he really needs to dig.
Careful.
He needs to dig through time and find Disdainful Stroke here, because he only has 3 blue. You can't cast Perilous Vault and activate it. It doesn't even do anything against Rhino. So I think we're on dig through time, and yeah, try to hit a Disdainful Stroke.
So if you're Alex here, you just slam the Rhino, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's Rhino. You're at 3. You can dig, try to hit, or you can Jace's Ingenuity and try to hit a.
No, I think you dig. Gets you deeper. Yeah, fire it off. What did we keep? What mana did we just keep up though?
Tasker mana.
Okay.
Blue black. So there's dissolve. That's not good enough. Nope, those aren't good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Oh,
It's gonna
boy.
slow roll us. That's not good enough.
Oh,
That one.
Slam and jam it. Do we get there?
Nope. Doesn't look like it. That's an Ashiok.
That's an Ashiok.
So this spell is going to resolve, and
That's painful.
Noah is going to be dead.
He knows it.
Noah's for sure dead now.
Oh, he's dead. Is he dead now?
Yeah, he's for sure dead. He wasn't dead when he, like,
Yeah.
maybe punted the other time.
But now you think he's dead.
Yeah.
You know he's dead.
I
now.
know he's dead this
You know
time.
he's dead. Okay, that's good. Hey, we each learn. We learned something. Noah, I think he quite understands what's going on, as he does not have the counterspell for the Siege Rhino.
No. So he should show Alex his 10 cards and say, I have nothing.
Yes, I am dead.
Maybe he's going to try to cast this dissolve off of 1 blue.
That'd be kind of sweet.
No, that would be cheating.
Well, I'm sure Alex would
That'd be
point
some
that out.
Alex Burton Sheeny stuff, dude.
That'd be
Get
some
that
triple
garbage out of here.
triple to 7 explore. No, this is my the third land for my second turn. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, activate the Tassiger.
Get back and do through time.
Can't
Showing
cast
that
a
I
dig through
had
time.
all
That
these
is
cards,
it.
So.
Holy cow! Still had all these.
Fleece Main Lion does it again.
Yeah, and hey, maybe that is why Alex decided to play the Fleece Main Lion over the
Yeah, I mean,
Rakshasa.
yeah.
But I guess both would have worked in that situation. Do both work or not? Am I?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, well, I think you're both fine there, because you're still applying pressure at an even pace.
Yeah, but you're applying more pressure this way. The
True.
lions are a faster clock without having to put mana in them.
Very true.
So, that was a good game, though.
It was.
I had fun watching those 2 control decks.
Yeah, very fun. Well, that is the end of round 3. We'll be moving to round 4 shortly.
Yeah, I imagine
Yes.
those 2 guys were the last people playing. So.
I have to imagine, unless those